each of my videos, I get a bunch of messages with the same question. And the question is it possible to apply this strategy to OTC? And no matter what the strategy we're talking about, the short answer will always be no. So in this video, I will tell you everything about OTC pairs and why trading on them will only lead you to lose your money. Now let's get started, and first of all, to understand what OTC is, let's figure it out where the price of ordinary currency pair on the chart comes from. And so the price that you see on the broker's chart is the real value formed from the current supply and demand. That basically means that every second traders place their orders for the purchase or sale of an asset. And that basically forms the final price of the asset. All this data is being collected by data centers, and after which it gets to providers such as Bloomberg, Returns, EBS, and others. And then they sell the data to brokers. Therefore, if we compare the chart on Pocket Option and TradingView or any other chart platform, we see that the price is actually identical, or almost identical, because sometimes there may be a minor difference due to different providers. Of course, those providers give you data only on weekdays from Monday till Friday, but today is Saturday, so let's look at Pocket Option. As you can see, we have a chart with price moving in real time. But if we open a currency pair list, we see a lot of working currency pairs right now, and a lot of them have high payout, 92%. But if you scroll lower, you see a lot of unavailable currency pairs today. So those who are available, those are OTC pairs, but real currency pairs are closed right now. So the main question is, if the real currency pairs are closed, where does the price comes from on the OTC pairs? In fact, in standard sense of OTC or over-the-counter, these are the transactions that are done directly between sellers and buyers, bypassing centralized exchange such as New York Stock Exchange, for example. I'm gonna make it simpler for you. I'm gonna give you an example. And you can buy an apple at the grocery store for example, $1. And this is its market price. And in this case, the store acts as an exchange. Or you can buy an apple from your friend for the price that suits both of you. And for example, it's going to be 95 cents. And this will be the OTC price of an apple. Thus, OTC is not the real price of an asset, but artificially created by market participants. Easy. However, in binary options, market participants do not affect the price directly. And in this case, the price of OTC pairs is set by the broker himself. Binary option brokers never ever directly explain how they formed this value, giving the short answer that OTC is just the simulation price of an asset. And I know 4 main ways how brokers form prices for OTCs. But before we talk about them, I wanted to remind you that if you want to study binary options trading with me, you can get into my free online academy, in which you will receive a course of 9 lessons and a full support along the way. So if you want to learn trading, do not hesitate and text me on my Telegram, link to which is going to be in the description box down below. And please, please, please guys, I just wanted to remind you that you need to be careful and be aware of scammers, because it's more and more of them every single day. And again, I never text you first, and I have no public channels. The only way to contact me is through the link in the description. So now let's talk about the first method of forming the OTC price. which seems to me to be the most amusing one. And here the broker takes data from the real market for this currency pair for the past trading day, for example. Then, with the help of special programs, they slightly modify this chart and outputs in real time. And I know it would be fun to find the day from which the copying is going on and open all the transactions based on the past price, but of course this is practically impossible since they can take any day from over the past decades and modify it. So unfortunately, as I said, this is practically impossible. But on the plus side, in this case, the chart can be really actually following a certain pattern there and theoretically can be analyzed correctly, but we must remember that there are other options from where the broker can take the price. And that leads us to the second option. And second option is basically drawing a price that has nothing to do with reality at all. So here, brokers have special programs that allow them to set key values such as the opening and closing price at the maximum level price. And then the program does it by itself by drawing this chart based on the historical data of the currency pair and set parameters for that. In this case, neither your technical analysis nor knowledge of indicators will help you because the price will move, in fact, chaotically, completely chaotically, only imitating the market. The third option is the least likely option because it is too difficult to implement. Indeed, there are full-fledged OTC providers that transmit data from closed exchanges, but the trading volumes there are really small and the price can fluctuate a lot. There are a few such providers, but they do really exist. However, even in this case, price forecasting would be extremely difficult due to the small volume of trading. The fourth and final option also seems to be highly unlikely to me, but we're still going to talk about it. So, in this situation, some brokers claim that the price is formed from the deals the traders are opening inside the platform at the moment. Listen carefully to this, guys. It's really important to understand here that binary option traders do not affect the value of assets in real market in any way, because since opening a deal, we are essentially betting on increase or decrease of a price without actually acquiring any assets. And even in this case, some brokers, they claim that binary option traders influence the price of OCT pairs, which personally seems extremely strange to me. But listen to this logic. If 20 people open a deal for an increase at the same time as 10 other people open a deal for a decrease, the price should go up, right? And those 20 people who voted for an increase, they will close the deal in plus. So here we understand that with this model of price formation, most traders will be in the black constantly, generating a loss for the broker. Not logical, right? I believe that this option is simply not possible. Or it might work like completely different way where the price goes in the direction of the minority, generating the profit for the broker. What conclusion can we get from all of this? The conclusion is that no matter how the broker forms the price of OTC, in any case, it has absolutely nothing to do with the real market. And since all of our strategies ultimately come down to the analysis of supply and demand, they can't simply not work on the OTC. Since in the case of OTC, there is no supply or demand, and we cannot analyze or predict the price of something that doesn't exist. And to be quite honest with you, when I'm thinking of OTC trading, to me personally, it's more like gambling. And in a casino, of course, you have a chance to win, but can you always beat the casino? I don't think so. And when I see influencers teaching people how to trade on OTC, I also perceive it as a casino gambling scheme with like mildly dash of skepticism. So in the end, guys, if you want to become a profitable trader, you should only trade in real markets and you need to have a good rule-based strategy. So here I recommend you to watch this video in which I talked about my favorite trading strategy. But that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like up this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.